What's going on, everybody? My name is Urcelph, and I would like to welcome everyone to another edition, another episode of the Talk to Yourself podcast. My name is Urcelph. I am your host, and I just want to say thank you once again to everyone who's supporting this series. Whether you're watching this, listening to this, however you're consuming this, I appreciate it. As I always say, if you have any recommendations or anything I should do to make it better, to what topics I should discuss, recommend some equipment I can get to really make it better instead of just recording on my cell phone. I want to try to get a good camera and good, sound equipment so I can really make this thing, try to make it one of the biggest podcasts in the world, because it's not just about me talking about things that are going on, but I also would want to extend my platform to other people so you can come on and discuss issues and, as I always say, without all the political BS, because nowadays that just dominates the airwaves, dominates the media, and I'll touch on that another time. But what I want to touch on is something I was kind of thinking about. I was at home. Today's a day off from work, and then I woke up and I felt good, and I was just gonna just kind of lay around and not really do too much. Then I started thinking how, and I started thinking I'm just gonna just watch TV today. I'm not gonna probably do too much. I have to go to work tomorrow. But then I started thinking that, man, that makes me very selfish. It makes me very selfish to just sit here and not do anything after just being thankful for waking up today. Now, some of you may be wondering, how does that parallel between you waking up today and being selfish? Well, you got to think, if I would have sat around and not done anything today, that would make me very selfish, because there is a lot of people who did not wake up this morning, who probably made a promise to themselves that if they wake up tomorrow or the next day, they're going to do something to change their lives. Maybe they're going to start that diet that they've been putting off. Maybe they're going to start that movie idea or that business idea, entrepreneur idea that they had in their mind. And they said, you know what, starting tomorrow, I'm going to get started. Maybe they just want to change their behavior. Maybe they want to change how they treat people. And, they didn't wake up. They didn't wake up today. So they died with making that promise, and they didn't get a chance to change their lives. But here I am, waking up in the morning, being grateful, quote unquote, thinking I'm being grateful, but I'm really not. Because if I'm grateful, I'm going to do what I can to make my life better. Because I feel like if we really appreciate our lives, we would do everything in our power to make our lives better. I honestly believe that. Well, I'm starting to believe that now. And it didn't really hit me until I woke up this morning. I'm sitting there, I'm grateful, I woke up this morning, all that. But it's like, if I don't do anything, like right now I'm at the park and I'm sitting down right now, but just walking around, just enjoying this nature. I mean, the grass, the trees, just all of this, just appreciating just the little things, just the fact that I can even have this conversation and just talk. One reason why I think so many of us go through so much stress and depression and all that is I really think a lot of us just don't appreciate our lives as much as we should. We say we do, but I don't think we really act like we appreciate our lives. And because I feel like if we really appreciated our lives as much as we say we did, I don't think we will be as sad or as upset all the time. Because, if you read a book called The Power of Now, or, just by being in the present moment, you realize, man, the present moment is all we really have. The past is the past. You can't do anything about that. Only thing you can do is learn from it. And if you don't learn from it, you'll just keep repeating the same mistakes. Something we all deal with from time to time. We're stressed about the future, something that hasn't even happened yet. But we're stressing about a movie. We're stressing about the outcome of this movie that we're in, and we don't even know the spoilers. We're making up spoilers to this movie, to the future. We're saying, oh, this is going to happen, so we start stressing that we're not going to have enough money to do this or have enough money. We're giving ourselves bad spoilers. And then it's like you look outside and you think about where you are right now, like, man, you're alive right now. Whether you're watching this, listening to this, it doesn't matter. You're alive right now. You're breathing air right now. You're breathing oxygen into your lungs right now. No matter if you're sick, no matter if you're poor, no matter if you're broke this week, it doesn't matter. You're alive right now. See, I think we're so caught up in the world, right? We're so caught up in our bills and our financial responsibilities. And as we should, of course, we want to be responsible and take care of things and take care of the things in your life, like your family and all of that. But I think there's still moments where we can just stop just to really appreciate that. Just appreciate that you even have those problems. Because as I've said before, and I'm going to continue to talk about this, those problems that you're complaining about, there's someone who wish they had those problems to complain about because they hate their problems. Think about it. You may be broken, messed up, and poor, okay. But guess what? There's someone out there who doesn't even have a home. You stressing about the rent. There's someone who doesn't even have a house to pay rent to or pay rent for. You stressing about your job, but there's someone who wish they could have a job. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying these are not valid things to stress about or have moments about, but I'm just saying there comes a time when we just gotta even just appreciate our problems, man. When was the last time you honestly when was the last time you can honestly say you were grateful for your problems? I'm gonna stop and think about it myself. And I want you to think about it too. When was the last time you were really grateful for your problems? Grateful for your issues, the ones that you're complaining about right now? You ever stop that maybe I should be grateful for these problems, that man, it really could be worse? I could be dead in the hearse. So when that thought came to my mind, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go to the park. Just go to the park, walk around. I'm sitting down right now, but at least just get outside and just enjoy this, man. And no matter where you are, just stop and just, man, like, I'm alive right now. I'm in this body right now. I have something going on for me. At least I'm alive. If I don't have anything else going on for me right now, at least I'm alive. And honestly, that's enough. That's everything you need. You know what you need to succeed? Just to be alive. Because as long as you're alive, you have a chance to succeed. Think about it, man. We read all of these books. I've read so many self-help books. I've read so many books about self-help. Great books, by the way. I've read books like Think and Grow Rich. I've read The 10X Rule. I've read, so many. The Millionaire Success Habits. It's so many books. So I've read a lot of books. I'm going to go over them in the future. I've read a lot of, self-help books, and I'll probably mention them over time during the videos. And I highly recommend those books that I just said, Think and Grow Rich. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is another great book. The Power of Now, another great book. I highly recommend it. The 10X Rule, The Millionaire Success Secrets. I think Millionaire Mindset. It's other ones too. I'm confusing some of them. The Science of Getting Rich. That's another great book. But The Richest Man in Babylon. That's another great book. But I'm gonna go over that another time. But I've read all of these books. I listen to all these YouTube videos. I watch podcasts. I listen to podcasts. I started my own podcast. And then I started thinking, I'm like, and they tell us, if you take these steps, you'll be successful. Do this, you'll be successful. Tony Robbins with Limited Power. If you do this, you'll be successful. Man, you want to know the God honest truth. And I'm learning this just as I'm sitting here right now. Like the light bulb just went off in my head. You want to know the God honest truth? The only thing you really need to succeed in life is just oxygen in your lungs, man. The only thing you need to succeed in life is just to be alive. That's it. Because as long as you're alive, you have a chance to advance, man. If you go read any book, think about it. You can go listen to Gary Vee. Go listen to Tony Robbins. Go listen to anyone who tells you all of these self-help things, which are dope. And I applaud them because they say a lot of real things that have resonated with me, the things I can change my life and change my mind around. But here's the thing. There's one thing, and it doesn't matter what book you read, doesn't matter what YouTube video you watch. They all tell you different things on what you can do to be successful. But you want to know the truth? There's one thing that's required of you, and that is to be alive. You must be alive to even implement that knowledge that they're giving you. You must be alive. You must be alive to even take that knowledge that they're giving you and do something with it. You have to be alive. And so that's why it goes back to appreciating the fact that we're alive, that we have this air, that we can actually do anything. The only thing you really need to succeed is a chance to breathe. That's it, man. The only thing you need to succeed is a chance to breathe. As long as you have a chance to breathe, you have a chance to succeed. And that's why I'm at the park today instead of just sitting at home, just doing nothing. Why? Because I have a chance to come out here and come up with a new idea. Maybe see something I've never seen before. Maybe hear something I never heard before. Maybe do something I've never done before. Who knows? So just to sit around and just not do nothing or just complain about all of my problems, man, be grateful for them problems. 'Cause them problems really could be 10 times worse. Those problems could be 20 times worse. There's someone out there who wish they had your problems. Okay, you broke in the hood. Guess what? There's someone in a third world country right now who wish they could be in your hood right now, because where they are is completely fucked up. Like, we think we got it bad in America. Look at the people over here, over there. We pretty good over here, if you really want to be honest. In terms of you compare it to shit that goes on in other countries and over the world, all over the world. Be grateful for that. Be grateful that you even have a chance to even create a life for yourself. There are people who live under a rulership where they literally just, I'm gonna say that for another time, but you know what I mean. So however, you have a chance. Man, all I'm saying is everyone on this planet has a chance to make something happen. As long as you, even the ones who are dealing with that maybe corrupt government or whatever that won't allow them to say what they want to say and things like that. At the end of the day, as long as you're breathing, you have a chance to make it happen. Who knows? Maybe you're the person that can go help those people over there. You ever stop to think about that? Because we often say, man, it's all this evil going on in the world. How come God hasn't done anything? I said, well, he sent you. He sent me. Hey, maybe the people over there who are struggling, maybe we need to do something over here to go help them. Or hell, maybe they need to do something to come help us. Who knows? Because, see, we always just think about ourselves, man. That's why I say there's so much to be grateful for. But it's our egos that make us selfish. That make me selfish. That make you selfish. That makes all of us selfish. And a lot of times we can't help it. All I'm saying is, man, appreciate your life. Appreciate everything. Appreciate your struggles. Appreciate your everything, because it could always be worse. If you think I'm lying, watch the news right now. Go Google the latest news of the day. There's someone who died today. There are thousands of people who died today. Don't be that person who makes all these promises of how you're going to do things tomorrow. No, start it right now. So that way, even if you don't wake up tomorrow, at least you can say, I died trying. At least I died trying. That's the ultimate thing. So all you need in life is to breathe, man. All you need to succeed in life is just to breathe. So be grateful for your life. Appreciate your life. I'm going to start implementing that myself, to appreciate my life. Because let me say this real quick. As I said before, this podcast is not about me trying to prove that I'm the smartest person in the world, that I have all the answers. Hell no. If anything, it's about me growing myself. So this is not about me just talking to you saying, man, if you do this, you'll be successful. Nah, man, I'm talking to myself as well. I need to hype myself up as well. I need to get myself in the game too, instead of just trying to tell you something that I'm not even doing myself. That would be very hypocritical. And that's not the way to live. I've been that way for a while, and I'm learning not to do that. If I say I'm going to do something, just do it. And I feel like that's a part of just being appreciative of the fact that I have a chance to live. And I think all of us should take that. And we can better ourselves. And ultimately, when we better ourselves, we better the lives of other people as well. Think about it. The better you are, the better example you can set for the next man or the next woman. And show them how they can turn their lives around as well. That's always something to be grateful for. Who knows? Maybe your problems that you're having right now, maybe you should be more grateful for those problems. Why? Because maybe one day you can show someone, when you win, when you get out there and make it happen and win, you can show someone that, hey, I had it bad too, so you can make it happen. Your struggle can be a blueprint to someone else's success. Think about it. What you're dealing with right now could be a blueprint, could be a roadmap. Maybe you're the one that needs to set a roadmap for the person coming behind you, saying, look, I went through this, so if you avoid this, and this, watch out for that, you can succeed faster than I did. That's why I say be grateful for it. I've been chasing music for 10 years. So now instead of me complaining, I've been doing music for 10 years, I can look at it like, hey, that means I can give advice to the next artist. Hey, if you do this, you can cut that 10 down to 5 years. So who knows, maybe cut it down to 2 years. Because look at all the mistakes and stuff I did and all I made. But if you go this way, your life can be so much easier. Appreciate it, man. It can always be worse. Appreciate your life. I'm going to start learning to appreciate my life, and I hope that you start to appreciate yours. Because honestly, as I said before, the only thing you need in life, the only thing you need to succeed is a chance to breathe. If you go watch any self-help book, any self-help documentary, read any book, they all going to tell you the same thing. For the most part, you're probably not even hearing me say anything that's brand new. And that's fine, because at the end of the day, this is universal. This is law. This is one of the universal laws. I feel like the only thing you need to succeed is a chance to breathe. That's it. Appreciate your life. Appreciate what's yours. Love yours. And remember, it can always be worse. No matter how bad you got or how bad you think you got it, it can always be worse. My name is Urcelph. Again, this is the Talk to Yourself podcast. If you have any recommendations, please send them in. Any critique, any opinions, please send it. If you like it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I'm going to upload videos on a daily basis. Sometimes I'm going to upload like highlights of the week, things that I said I thought really were good. So people, if you just want to watch that instead of watching the whole video, that's fine as well. I appreciate everyone. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, shoot me an email. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. My name is Urcelph. Make yourself great. Always do for self. And make sure you always appreciate your life, man. It can always be worse. I'm out.